Ladies and gentlemen, we've almost seen it all here in this series where I cast your solo queue games. We've seen the best of the best brawl it out in high challenger games. We've seen the newcomers, the rising stars of platinum and diamond players fighting for their spot in top tier and high elo League of Legends. We've seen the struggles that silver and bronze players have to endure every single time they queue up on Summoner's Rift. But today we're gonna watch something and cast something that we've never seen before. Because we, here as Kaiser Goes Down, are casting a real elo game. A real elo hell game today. And I'm not talking about the elo hell that you and me talk about whenever we say, oh, I lost 10 games in a row in Gold 4, I must be in elo hell now. That's not the kind of elo hell. Because the guy we're casting today is Iron 4, 90 LP. And what is happening is Iron 4 90 LP, and in this game he's fighting to go from the depths of Iron 4 to the promised land of Iron 3. With more than 350 games played in Iron, looking to give us a good performance today and to finally accomplish his goal of getting Iron 3. Under the blank in the mid lane, Jan Patrick. And wow, that was a long intro, I know, but I cannot stress the fact that this is by far the lowest elo game I've ever casted. We already saw a very chaotic level 1, here as Diana is ganking level 2 after stealing away the red buff from blue team. Warwick started his own blue and is now at Diana's red, and Kaiser will go down once again to this level 2 gang that you have to know is coming, because you know that you give up your own red and okay, Caitlyn just dies to minions, but I guess it's not a kill for blue team, was just an execute. I mean, she did have 2 kills, so maybe she wanted to get a fast recall off, go and buy some items. Just now left Fountain. It's probably thinking a bit too hard about which items to buy, but okay. But yeah, a very what can you say, juicy start to this game. And yeah, we're watching the LeBlanc. That's our protagonist of today, Jan Patrick, here looking to already take down Kennen level 2. Takes 2 turrets, but does manage to take him down with the ignite. And I expect a champion like... Did Bart just take his own jungler scrump? Holy moly. Okay, so Bart steals away his own jungle scrump. But yeah, talking about the blank, I mean, she's a very high skill cap champion. So not something that I would expect works in this elo, because we are talking about the bottom 99%, or I should rather say the top 99% of people, because it is the bottom 1% we are casting right now. So playing a high skill cap champion like the blank is probably not the best idea, but if you can make it work, as Jan Patrick has done right now, I mean, maybe we are in for a treat. Maybe it's just hidden talent, and maybe these 350 games just been warming up to the fact that he will start grinding now. But yeah, I expect a lot of misplays. We've already seen some sketchy stuff going on in bot lane, in the jungle. But yeah, also we have to remember when casting this elo that we are looking for... There's not much... How do you say? There's not much macro to look out for. We're looking for the easy champs to play, the champions that can take over the game relatively easy. And once again, there's an ADC caught out in the bot lane. We'll probably go down here to Warwick. gets his first kill of the game, and that's a shutdown on Caitlyn because she did get the 2 early kills on the enemy team ADC, I think it is. But an early roam from Kennen actually manages to take down Vel'Koz. Bard will probably also go down, maybe not, and Warwick also escapes. So the only one going down here, okay. Bard just walks up and dies to Kai'Sa. Some questionable decisions here. Kai'Sa dead once again. Maybe not. Levels up to the minions. Actually survives. And here's Warwick once again. Will fear Kennen. And our protagonist JJ and Patrick has already made his way down here in the bot lane. Gets his second kill of the game. Again on the Kennen. So already we're starting to see some mid-diff here 6 minutes into the game. But yeah. How are we gonna take over this game as a player? We have to remember it's Iron. It's very low elo. You wanna see the easy to play champions like this Darius. No one knows how to play against Darius usually. And that's the same goes in high elo. Darius is very obnoxious to play against. So that is a champion that could take over the game. However, when you look at the skill gap in the top lane, because it has been a very isolated 1 versus 1, and Pantheon is already up 44 CS to 21, it looks to be a slight skill gap in the top lane, but we'll have to see, because one all-in trade from this Darius can take down. I mean, he wins probably every single 1 versus 1 in the game if he can manage to get close. And I mean, I'm not quite fan of the Flash Ignite playstyle on Darius. Usually I think it's better to go Flash Ghost because you really need that Ghost for gap closing. But okay, Caitlyn trying to land some poke. Did she just pop a Ghost? It's a Caitlyn with Ghost flashing over the wall, going down to the Ignite from bot, and once again we see 1 versus 1 in the mid lane. JJ and Patrick going in once again. Kai'Sa connecting the Killer Instinct onto bot. Wow, this music is annoying. Just wait a second. Okay, there we go. And Diana, I mean, she did know that Warwick's red buff was about to spawn because she did take it herself level 1, but a blind invade with no follow-up from help from any of her teammates. But just takes the magical journey with 80 health or something like that. It goes down once again. Looks like Kai'Sa will also go down once again to Caitlyn. We're just seeing a lot of stuff happening in this bot lane. Oof, Warwick almost walking into the trap, giving Caitlyn a chance to outplay, but ends up being a 1-for-1. And this very weird trade once again in the bot lane. But yeah, Warwick right now alone on the dragon. You see on the minimap. Oh yeah, you just see it here. But yeah, Diana is also here to try and take down Warwick. Don't think she will manage to get so, or to do so. Same thing happened in the mid lane. LeBlanc again, very close to taking down Kennen, but flashing away. It is now a okay, yeah. Kennen win for 1 versus 1 without flash. Just goes down to LeBlanc, but okay, it ends up being a 1-for-1. Warwick kind of running it down there. Also giving a 400 gold bounty over to Diana. So I mean, actually, it ends up being a pretty good trade for red team. They do get a lot of gold compared to the gold that blue team did get. We just saw Kai'Sa landing the Void Seeker. Unfortunately, doesn't have her level 6 available to her. Otherwise, she could probably have taken down the Diana at the Drake Pit. But yeah. And just looking at this top lane, I mean, it is no kills has happened yet, but it's a 74 CS Pantheon against a 31 CS Darius, and Kai'Sa will die once again. That's the fourth death now in 9.5 minutes. And maybe it will be Drake Red Team. Actually, I'm not quite so sure that it will be. Warwick is just chilling in this bush together with Vel'Koz. They know that he's there. Caitlyn had vision of them going into the bush. Okay, connected trap also. Lands the 90 caliber net and a headshot, but goes down to Vel'Koz. And again, a very weird use of magical journey. Okay, Bard lands a Q, stuns Warwick into the wall, but here is Vel'Koz with his life disintegration ray, and also J-Chan Patrick, I should rather say, gets another kill for himself. I mean, it's just a lot of action, right? It's 20 kills in 10.5 minutes, and just very low mechanical gameplay, I should rather say. But okay, no kills has gone down in the top lane here, but there is actually had a very good chance to use the Noxian Guillotine while Pantheon used his, I can't quite remember what it's called, the shield that makes him untargetable for damage. Oh my god, oh Vel'Koz. Luckily for Vel'Koz, he is executed because Caitlyn decided not to attack him on the turret. But yeah, takes 2 turret shots, then thinks he has left the turret aggro, goes on the turret again, tries to flash out, but the turret shot has already gone off. And here is Warwick trying to gank his mid laner, goes in with the infinite duress. They manage to take down Kennen. Once again, there's now 4 deaths for the red team mid laner. That's just 1 less death than his ADC. This red team mid laner and AD carry really trying their best to feed the rest of Africa here in this game. But we see a gank in the top lane. They threaten a dive on Pantheon, but will go down to the turret aggro eventually, and once again Pantheon saves himself with the ability that I can't quite remember what's called, but it is some kind of shield, right? We all know it. It's annoying to play against. So another failed, another misplay for red team. I mean, we see a lot of it right now, but again, it is what we can expect in these Iron games. We also have to talk a bit about the team comp, and just because again it is Iron, we want to see some early game champions. We want to see champions that don't necessarily scale that great here, as Darius makes his way out, or will JJ and Patrick find Darius? Probably starting to go a bit deep here, okay, but yeah, usually in this kind of elo, what is Bart doing? Takes a magical journey out. Maybe it was a bait all along. Diana goes in, doesn't have the move for available to her. Caitlyn flashes forward. They will take down Vel'Koz and get the 300 gold bounty, but there is some smelling of blood, I should rather say. Let's see the blood hunt. They will not take down Bart, but they instead take down Caitlyn. That's her 6th death of the game. They will probably also take down Diana here, or actually Diana gets a double kill. So red team, they win out of this trade. Herald was taken maybe by Pantheon himself, I think, used in the top lane, takes down a couple of plates, and the diff is really here in the top lane. But yeah, talking about the team comps, we want to see those easy to play early game kind of champions, because usually the games don't go to late game, and that is a problem when you do have a Caitlyn on your team. Our protagonist takes a magical journey and goes down to turret. JJ and Patrick, yeah, probably not the best play to make when you're trying to win this game and reach the promised land of Iron 3. But yeah, it looks like Pantheon will actually escape once again. Does have the Ninja Tab Eyes, and there doesn't have any boots, so that's an easy escape for the blue team top lane. And once again, but you want to see early game champions. And as I said before, we do have LeBlanc, very strong early game champion. We also have the likes of Warwick, Pantheon, Darius, very early game oriented champions. Doesn't have the greatest of scaling. However, I think there's gonna be a problem for red team when you look at the likes of the Kennen Caitlyn, because it's very slow scaling champion. They really need 30 and 30 more minutes. Here as Caitlyn takes down Vel'Koz. It is a 1-for-1 so far. Bart goes down once again. That's 5 deaths now for the red team support. And Caitlyn is juking. Will Caitlyn actually escape down the bot lane? We'll have to see. Oh my god. Why did you attack the Kaiser? Okay, look in the top lane again. It's a 2 versus 2. Darius escapes. But Warwick can smell some blood here. Will maybe look for the dive, doesn't look like it. Here's Ken, flashes in, doesn't use the slicing maelstrom, and that's a double kill for Warwick. They also do manage to take down the first turret of the game, and there is also, that's now 3 kills more for blue team here, and that's disaster for red team. We already see that's now a 4k goal lead after the first turret of the game and 3 kills here. And maybe a 4th kill because this bot is playing very questionable. Manages to escape with Magical Journey, last ditch effort to get out of there. Oh yeah, obviously, I mean, we have to stress the fact that it's a AD bot with Boots of Swiftness and an AP build, because obviously, I mean, in this elo we have to go full damage support, right? I mean, that's how you play support, I assume, in this elo. So very damage focused team comes here, everyone building full damage. And red team, I mean, you still have a good win count because you do have a Caitlyn, or not a Caitlyn, a Diana who is 8-3 at this point. That's just a lot of damage. However, Kai'Sa manages to take down bot here. Does trade 1-for-1 though, and Caitlyn gets a shutdown onto Kai'Sa, so again a good trade for red team. Whenever they do these 1-for-1, 2-for-2 trades, it's usually good for them because they do get a shutdown because of the game state that we have right now with blue team in the lead. Diana gets a 9th kill of the game, and that's 2 kills for red team here on the bot side of the map. And blue team meanwhile take down the 2nd herald of the game. But yeah, it's only 2 turrets taken down actually in this game in 17 minutes. I would have imagined that it would be more, thinking about the the game state, but yeah, only 2 kills, but we do have 37 kills in 17 minutes. Darius used the Noxian Guillotine even though Warwick wasn't even close to execution range. However, will maybe manage to take down Warwick. Doesn't bleed out, no. So that's another missed opportunity for this Darius, and I'm pretty sure that this Darius player is a first time Darius. Pantheon engages with the Grand Starfall and takes down Darius. That's his 2nd death of the game. Only 62 CS for the red team top laner right now. And yeah, just everything about this guy screams first time Darius. Kai'Sa actually goes in with the killing instinct in the 1-2. And here is JJ and Patrick. Flash distortion his way on top of Kennen. Manages to take him down. That's now 6 kills for our protagonist. Oof! Actually, Vel'Koz's ultimate here, the life form disintegration ray, was cancelled by, I think it was bot stun. Otherwise that could have been a very juicy situation for the blue team here. But yeah, red team playing very aggro, doesn't have any vision whatsoever, not in the tri, not in river. They do know that their own jungler is some Drakes, so maybe that's why they think that they can play this offensive right now in the bot lane, even with the health bar that they have. However, Warwick enters the dragon pit, actually steals away the dragon that Diana had done all for herself. Diana though gets a 10th kill of the game, even though she was a level down on the Warwick, but it is just a Diana with 2 items, 18 minutes in. Let's see, Kai'Sa will probably go down to the ace of the hole. Yeah, she does so. Pantheon, however, has TP'd in, will maybe take down bot, flashes away, but Diana caught out here, does have the flash available to her, table Fate misses, and Diana will go down. So a good TP here from Pantheon. What about Caitlyn? Will she also maybe go down? We have to remember there's no tier 1 bot turret here. Bot has already died. What about Pantheon? Will it take down? Oof! Jukes Caitlyn Q, stuns her and takes her down. Just a lot of action. We've already surpassed the 40 kill mark, only 19.5 minutes into the game. And I mean, if you want to, we have to see it. Can it pop the slicing maelstrom? Oof, almost takes down LeBlanc with the ignite. Just basic attacker. Oh my god, just click her basic attacker. Not Caitlyn. LeBlanc manages to escape. Pantheon still down here, manages to take down Kennen. That's a 7th death. And I mean, if you've ever had a nightmare in real life and you want to see something nightmarish right now, just look at the CSing across the board. Oh my god, I mean, bro, my eyes, 60 CS, Kai'Sa, 55 CS Kennen, 87 CS Darius. We're 20 minutes into the game, and if you're low elo, what? I'm not saying low elo. If you're not that high elo as you want to be, bro, just look to improve your CSing. That's so much gold just lost for all these players here. As we see another trade, 2 members going down for red team, only 1 for blue team. That will maybe be 2 as Bot used the Tempered Fate will eventually take down Velcos because he stopped playing, started emoting. And what is Bot doing? Maybe holding the wave? Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're also seeing some very interesting item builds. Looking at our protagonist, JJ and Patrick, no mythic item. First item, Sonya's Hourglass, and here is Diana with the Moonfall onto 2 members of blue team. Kenneth flashing in with the Slicing Maelstrom. However, they don't manage to take anyone down. And that is the wombo combo. Whew, that's a lot of damage for Warwick. Now getting a double kill, and here is Pantheon also. Yeah, Caitlyn also going down. That's now 3 kills for blue team. Goal lead up to 9k. 53 kills, 22 minutes. I mean, this game is just nuts. And just the way that these players position themselves and walk around is just, it's just a lack, really a lack of something. This is the 24th game I cast in this channel, I think, and I've never seen something like this. But yeah, the movement, the items, very questionable. We see a first item Trinity Force built in the top lane from Darius. Kennen, 22.5 minutes in, doesn't have his first item of the game yet. And that's probably what happens when you have 58 CS and is 1-8. Yeah, our protagonist, JJ and Patrick, no mythic. I guess it is a way you can decide to play. But yeah, he's now here in the top lane. Will take down Caitlyn. That would be the 11th. Oh, what? Will she survive? Okay, it ends up being a 1-for-1. But yeah, Caitlyn getting her 11th death of the game right here. I mean, I promised a Fiesta in the intro, and we certainly got one here. Again, Diana goes in with the Moonfall, connects to 2 people, but will go down because the only follow-up she has is a level 10 Kennen with no item. That's now 4 kills, 5 dead on the side of red team, 4 dying in this skirmish right here. Only Velcos going down. And now an 11k goal. We see Bart here with some pings. I mean, he knows what they have to do. There's a bounty on Warwick, there's a bounty on Pantheon. If you can get those 2 bounties, well, then you're only 9.5k behind for 24 minutes into the game. So there is a chance, right? And you do have Caitlyn, you do have Kennen, you do have Diana, some great scaling, right? But I mean, okay, let's just say that this game somehow goes another 20 minutes. Well, if you double up the CS that Kennen has, so he gets another 20 minutes, then he will be on 120 CS in almost 50 minutes, and I promise you, this Kennen will not be anywhere close full item build. The same will probably go for this Caitlyn, even though she's getting some kills herself also. Some wards was put down in the mid lane. Maybe it was, I think it's Bart now, just maybe telling that he wants to get out of this game. And I mean, I do understand the guy. We see LeBlanc here flashing forward, going in with a double distortion. Oh, good Tempered Fate here landing onto Kai'Sa and Vel'Koz. Our protagonist slightly escapes this fight right here. Diana goes in with the moonfall, is however taken down. The same is Barton. There's a triple kill for the blue team support now, taking down Kenna with the life form disintegration ray. Velka's ultimate. Kaisia going in with the killer instinct. Again, Darius just ulting a Warwick that was nowhere in range of the execution from the Noxian guillotine, and that's another ace for blue team here. They will take down the tier 2 mid turret. They should probably also get the inhibitor turret. Doesn't look like they will do so. Maybe they will. Warwick just okay, standing still because the game has ended. I guess that was a surrender vote from red team, but yeah, I mean a good Fiesta. I enjoyed casting it a lot. Maybe not so much in-depth talk in this episode because I mean just a lot of stuff happening all the time. But yeah, JJ and Patrick, thank you so much for letting me cast your game, and until next time, see ya.